YouTube, what's going on? This is the second intro that we're going to be doing, and right now it's pitch black outside. It's 5 a.m. and we have a flight that we're going to catch we got a 9:05 a.m. flight today going to Texas. We got to get there around 7:20, but we're going to start off the day because I am a little bit insane sometimes when it comes to just, overall staying active and just lifting and stuff like that. So especially with this new athlete lifestyle, this is so fun. So we're gonna wake up early. We're at 5 a.m. right now. We're gonna do a little bit of a sprint workout, hop on the plane, get off the plane, and then we're gonna do a upper hypertrophy day before we get to Texas. So yeah, last minute trip to Texas. Had an opportunity to basically a couple years ago, I started online fitness coaching, and I invested into a program that taught me how to online fitness coach. And these guys are holding a retreat. They hold a retreat every year. So I was grateful enough with the opportunity, to kind of get at it by accident. So it was kind of like, you know what? Got at it by accident. I'm not going to do this much. At the end of the day, I'm going to be, locked in soon with, 3 jobs, plus PT school and all this stuff going on. So I was like, you know what? I might not get this opportunity again for a little bit, especially too, these guys are very successful at what they do. And it's always good to learn and to hear and to listen to people that are not only, kicking ass with their business, but they're also in really good shape. And I think that's another thing too we have to think about is a lot of people are successful, right, when it comes to like business, money, and stuff like that. But for me, at least, this is my kind of thing. It's like it's hard for me to sit there and listen to somebody when yes, they have good with their business, but they forgot about their health, because you need both. And I'm really good with my health. The one thing that I'm not really good at is with business. And my ultimate goal is to own my own PT business, own my own PT clinic. And if I can learn from people that are very successful in business, they're making 7 figures a year, that's a good start for me. So that's why we're going to go to Texas. They have a little bit of fun stuff as well. That's not me. I'm really focused on there to learn, especially on the one day where they have a bunch of people talking. So that's why we're going to Texas. Really last minute. I literally booked this trip on Wednesday. My bad. I booked this on Wednesday. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I've never booked a flight on my own, never did this on my own. So this is kind of cool. Not gonna lie, this is kind of cool. So last week we were in South Carolina, Myrtle Beach. This week we're going to be in Texas. Maybe next week we'll take a drive to Connecticut and just kind of lay low for a little bit. But yeah, we're going to start the sprint workout. There's a car parked right next to the football field. Hope they don't kidnap me. But yeah, it's been a pretty good intro actually so far. So like I said, if you guys want to follow and subscribe to the channel and kind of be along with this journey with the hybrid athlete lifestyle, then let's by all means, let's just let's keep it going. But I feel pretty good. I had a nice little active rest day yesterday, so we're going to like I said, do the sprint workout, hypertrophy when it comes to the athlete lifestyle, and then I'll showcase a little bit of Texas today. Maybe do a little vlog. I don't know, we'll see. But showcase a little bit of the Texas lifestyle. I've never been to Texas, so this will be cool. I mean, I've been to Texas one time. That was when I was younger. Kind of we flew, but we stopped before we went to Costa Rica when I was a kid. But that was the only time I went to Texas. But yeah, this is gonna be cool. Get to meet new people, new stories, get to learn. Let's go. All right, so warming up pretty good. Feeling pretty good. A couple stretches, a little dynamic mobility, warm up, high knees, butt kicks, little short step sprints. So we're gonna basically this workout, we're gonna do 8 sets of 60-meter sprints. You got a 75-second rest time between each of the sets. pretty quick. Just kind of get the body moving today before everything. But yeah, let's get it. I'm excited for I love sprinting. So we're gonna do this, shower, and then we are going to go to the airport. We gotta drive an hour and 10 to Philadelphia out here. So let's go. We are absolutely moving today with these sprints. We got 2 more sets, but I feel faster already. I feel more explosive. I feel less fatigued, but I get more power. We're running pretty fast here with 60 meters here, so I feel pretty good from this. So we're gonna keep going, get 2 more. Yeah, that was a pretty good sprint session. Oh, that's not mine. That was a pretty good sprint session. That was 8 sets of 60 meters. Definitely felt a lot better than the first time I did it last week. So we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. So I'm gonna do a little more stretching. Haven't stiff ankle lately, so that's probably just because all the movement I've been doing, not used to it. So ankle's a little stiff. Doing some exercises in the gym, was feeling better. If you guys know Squat University, the guy's really good, really knowledgeable about like increasing mobility into some tight muscles. So utilizing some of his mobility work, also utilizing some of my own mobility work that I've learned online, also in these PT clinics as well. So kind of do a combination of both, depending on how I feel. But yeah, pretty good sprint session. We're gonna upper hypertrophy today later. So that day is gonna be basically everything in the 10 to 15 rep range. We're gonna keep it with muscular endurance there. Not much so heavy. We do the heavy stuff in the earlier week. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm excited to go to Texas. Never been to Texas by myself. Never been to a place by myself like that. Like flying in. Usually if I fly in by myself, I see family. But like, I've never done this by myself. Kind of just going to a new place, meet new people like that. Like flying wise, like I did it with South Carolina. Like I drove down by myself. But flying wise, I've never really done that before. So it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. Well, I went to Clemson. I guess I flew into Clemson or flew back from Clemson. I guess I've done it a little bit. You know what? I guess I've done it a little bit, but this time feels different, just because I paid for everything, basically, for my account. So, yeah. But it's a great sprint session. But we're gonna go back, shower, and we're gonna drive. So, I'm gonna film the gym workout for today. Probably put that in the compilation with the day. Also, kind of like walking around Texas, maybe kind of film a little bit, kind of just showcasing you guys what Austin, Texas is. Never been to Austin, Texas, so pretty cool. But yeah, I'll catch you guys on the flip. And like I said, if you guys want to follow the journey, bodybuilding to hybrid athlete, been loving this so far. Some days, it's good. Obviously, there's some days where I look at my physique, I'm like, damn, I used to look a lot better, like meaning like, bigger, muscles were a lot bigger. But I will say this, I would not be able to do the sprint workout that I just did. Move pretty well, feel pretty good from it. Probably wouldn't be able to run also 5 miles on Wednesday. So you got like pretty much trade off with a lot of things. If you want to be a bodybuilder, you want to bulk up, sometimes you're going to be slower. You can still be faster, but I got to build that up right before I can even think about trying to do this at like 185 pounds, like right now I'm 170. So yeah, we'll see how we go, and keep going. All right, so we made it to Austin, Texas. Found a little Gold's Gym around here, so we're gonna get a little walking going, then we're gonna hit a little bit of an upper day hypertrophy focus session. Mostly everything in the 10 to 15 rep range, but again, keep it to machines only, kind of sticking to the bodybuilding aspect of things. But yeah, we're gonna do a little 6-minute treadmill walk, gonna do a little mobility work, then we're gonna get the workout going. Then we're gonna drive all the way to the retreat house to meet everybody, and let's go. All right, so we basically got the first 3 exercises done. I was gonna do a neutral grip machine press, but I ended up going with like a neutral grip dumbbell press just because they don't have a neutral grip machine press, so you kind of have to like, kind of experiment, go with the flow, stuff like that. So we're gonna finish off with the neutral grip, little neutral grip row, single arm, and then we got a little pec deck, a little lateral raise movement. But so far it's pretty good, going through the 10 to 15 rep range, keeping it more focused on the muscular endurance side of things, instead of kind of going with the 6 to 10 rep range. So
yeah, we'll go from there and we'll finish up this workout. Then we're gonna go over to the retreat house. So should be fun. All right, so we got one more, but in the past, what my bodybuilding coach used to do, we did like a superset between a dumbbell lateral raise and like a cable lateral raise, kind of keeping like max blood flow. But kind of want to stick to machines today, so we're gonna do a little audible here. We're gonna do a superset with machine lateral raise, with the seated machine lateral raise, because why not? But yeah, so let's get this last one. We're gonna pose for a little bit, and then we're done. Yeah, but that's it. Like literally just 3 chest exercises, 3 chest, 3 back, 1 side delt. Pretty much everything, 2 sets, 10 to 15 rep range, except for the side delts. I try to keep that 3 sets just because I'm only hitting side delts 1 time a week. But yeah, mostly focus on muscular endurance though during these hypertrophy focused movements instead of the 6 to 10 rep range. So I've been loving it. It's been nice. It's been kind of a change compared to doing like 6 to 10. Doing 10 to 15. Kind of a new kind of feeling for me. So I'm loving it. I'm gonna keep doing it on those 2 hypertrophy focused days. We're gonna keep going.